Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Yeast 9 Monstrum Knocks. Last episode, we've been invading the hidden research wing. And in this episode, we're gonna see what lies at the end of this tunnel. I always love that phrase. But anyways, we gotten this far and see what kind of secrets this place holds.
Understood. It seems we have reached a dead end.
Look at that! What?
Is that? No. That's impossible.
It's me. No! But why? But why? Why make a clone of Adol? That's me.
Can someone tell me what in the hell is going on here?
I detect vital signs. It is not any sort of doll.
Like, why was I locked up in the prison tower? And then, like...
You have come at last. I give you 90 points for this feat.
Shadowlord.
Master Shadowlord.
Why is someone who looks like Adol in that tank?
Do you recall my promise to you all that I would explain once you have seen the truth with your own eyes? That time has come, as promised. The truth is yours.
Quit gloating and get to the point already.
Patience, Lieutenant Eiblinger. There is an order to these matters. Firstly, how much do you know of alchemy, Adol Kristen?
Alchemy? What's that? I know it well.
Yeah.
That is right. You encountered this ancient art in Xandria.
Alchemy? You can't be serious.
You know what alchemy is, Jules?
It was a science prevalent among Glean scholars during the 100 Years' War. Supposedly, the aim of alchemy was to transmute common ores into pure gold.
Gold? Sounds like a historical scam to me.
Maybe. But the research had a great influence on science and medicine. Eventually, though, it was deemed to be pseudoscience and was buried in time.
You get 50 points for that attempt.
Can you stop with the giving the points? I'm gonna beat you up.
What do you mean?
Alchemy's objective is not only the transmutation of metals and other material, it is also research dedicated to the perfect replication of human flesh and soul.
Huh?
Human flesh and souls.
During those times, there was one alchemist who perfected this art.
That's impossible.
Does that mean
Darius.
this place is for alchemy?
That is correct. The purpose of this facility is the fabrication of homunculi through alchemy.
Why?
You're joking,
Homunculi.
right?
However, it would explain how they were able to create another Adol.
But why
So
Adol
you're
of all
telling us
things?
that the Adol over there is a copy?
50 points. Again.
Can you stop it?
What was that?
The Adol in that preservation vessel is the true Adol, the peerless adventurer.
The fuck?
And the homunculus that was created in his image was you, Crimson King.
Wait, that can't be
Wait,
true.
what?
You're screwing with us.
You're saying that... Wait, I'm the fake? What?
Could it be?
Yes, you, the one who escaped the prison, are a replica of that Adol Kristen.
But
Even if what you're saying is true, then so what?
so what?
Sure, it's a shock to learn all of this about Adol and alchemy, but the Crimson King has been our friend from the beginning, and nothing you say will change that. Krisha.
As I said earlier, there is an order to this. There is more to this story. You see, Adol is not the only one.
Look,
Wait, it's us too? All of us. Why? Wait, what? Wait, we're homunculi too?
There.
Us?
How can it be?
I
We're
don't understand.
except for doll.
Your reaction
Or is it?
understandable. Monstrums, turn your gaze toward that painting.
Painting?
That looks like a painting of the emancipation of Balduke.
What about it? Yufa. Look closely at the people who are depicted. What?
They look like us.
But why?
And the woman in the middle.
Saprilis.
That's Saint Rosvita.
Or
isn't it?
Rosvita.
Wait,
Aprilis?
This painting is more accurate than any other depiction you will find today. The 5 next to the saint are the heroes who fought by her side in the 100 Years' War. And 4 of you are homunculi created from those heroes.
Why? Why are we homunculi? We're living, breathing.
We are? But how? The 100 Years
I have
War
to
happened
react to
over
this,
5
Jared.
centuries ago.
How old do you think this prison is?
No. It can't be.
that explains why we were all orphans.
Then does that mean Aprilis was...
The saint's homunculus.
That is correct. 100 points.
Aprilis.
Doll, you were the one who made this possible. You are special, much like Adol, but I will leave that for another time.
I made it possible?
Huh? So what is your objective? If you're just
It's
telling
the
us all
same
this.
As I have told you before, we intend to reclaim this land. There are many exceptional individuals in many vocations with desirable talent. Through alchemy, these people can be replicated and controlled. With these homunculi in our ranks, Glia will be unstoppable. Militarily and politically, we will break free of the Empire's fetters and bring peace and prosperity to the people.
So that's the reason the Knights were rounding people up.
Seems like the case.
And you don't see anything wrong with that?
Not at all. I have done everything in my power to achieve my goal already, but 8 years ago during the war, all of it ended in failure.
It's just as Park said.
Even if I must sacrifice my humanity, I will not allow those mistakes to be repeated. I cannot do it alone. Power is necessary for Glia to truly be free. Monstrums, I ask for your assistance. It will raise the people's morale if they are led by the heroes who liberated Balduke once before.
Fuck.
Every Glean knows what it's like to have someone taken from them by the Romans. But still,
Even though the war was terrible, we have to move past that. Not all Romans are bad people.
I can't speak for everyone. I think the people of Balduke are moving on.
I lost my parents in the war. But I'm slowly coming to terms with it.
Normally, I'd be raring to take on an entire army. But instead of fighting with you, I'm thinking it'll be a hell of a lot more fun fighting against you.
I hear you, Monstrum. Nevertheless, I was hopeful that you would share my perspective. To be certain, Adol, no. Crimson King, what is your response?
The future is something you mold yourself.
I understand. Even as a homunculus, you are still the same adventurer. If none of you will join me, then you are a hindrance to my plan.
Then you should have already expected
I will
this.
obliterate you and ensure that the next homunculi will be obedient.
Is that possible?
I told
Bring
you
it on.
alchemy can recreate flesh, and it can recreate souls as well. Fortunately, I already possess the necessary constituents.
Fuck, I should have brought... Never mind.
Those are the words of someone about to put up the fight of his life. Now we're talking. I guess I made the right choice after all.
Obliterate us. So everything we've been through together will be gone forever? I'm not gonna let you do that!
That's the spirit, Krisha. First you tell us we're homunculi, and now you want to destroy us? We built our lives here, and we still have our futures ahead of us. For that, I won't give up. I won't go down without a fight.
I would have accepted being reborn if you offered to give me a healthy body. But you're just asking us to die. Sorry, but life's already too short. So I'm going to have to decline.
I fail to see the justice in your cause. I still have much to learn about the world and myself. That is why I will oppose you.
Very well, monstrums of Baldur.
Alright, fine
You
then.
leave me with no choice. I, Shadowlar, master of the Glean Hieroglyph Knights, accept your challenge.
Huh? What? Wait, what? What is that?
He transformed.
Why?
You can do that with alchemy?
Cast aside your fears. We'll give it everything we've got.
Cast aside your fears and give it everything you've got!
Understood. Let's do this!
Yeah.
Let's do this, guys.
I did not wish to show you my true power. Leave me with no choice. Now, monstrums of Baldur, let us fight!
I've been waiting to hear that. Only one of us is getting out of here alive, Shadow Lord.
Understand how you feel, but what you're doing is wrong. We're not going to let you endanger the people of Baldur.
Ow! 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 Ow!
It seems even the master of the Hieroglyph Knights has his limits.
Shall not yield. The druid sitting on the limits, revealed in the face of death.
A sensible observation. We must also fight at our fullest capacity.
That power will be of great use to the reborn believer.
Still don't get it, do you? You're finished, Shadow Lord.
We're not gonna lose! This ends now!
Leah, and my fallen comrade.
defense.
Got him.
He's tough.
For a second there, I thought we were goners.
Now I see how much you have all grown. Adol the Red and the heroes of the 100 Years' War. You're as strong as I hoped. But I will not surrender. Not in 1,000 years will I give up.
He's not done?
He is even more stubborn than Credo.
Glia must be freed. In the name of my fallen comrades, my friends. For the people whose lives were taken. All because of that war.
What's happening to Shadowlord?
Impossible. Am I a homunculus?
Wait, what? Nani?
It cannot be.
Why?
What?
What are you talking about?
It was him. He did this to me.
Darius? Darius?
You mean?
I see. I died. Along with every single one of my comrades.
Hold on! We still have questions!
Hey.
I'm coming. My friends.
Fuck you! Give us some answers! Damn you! Ugh.
He's gone.
Shadowlord.
How insipid. I thought I'd watch the performance.
What the
but it
is
ended
Black Albrecht's
most
voice?
predictably.
Vesta?
Vesta.
No matter. My research is at the threshold of completion. It is fortuitous that Shadowlord performed his role sufficiently enough.
Hey, what's your deal showing up and spouting nonsense?
Insolence. Do you have any idea to whom you're speaking?
Who are you?
But of course. I suppose a formal introduction is long overdue. My name is Zola.
Zola.
I am the one who created you all. The first alchemist.
He's an alchemist?
All of you and this facility are the fruits born from my research. Centuries in the making. Of course, the same goes for my adjutants, Shadowlord and Smirnoff.
They were weak anyway. That's like any villain would
was
say.
you?
But
This
why?
whole time?
That's correct. Although this form is but one of many others.
The fuck?
I have always been one to exercise influence.
Wait,
They're all people we've met before.
Over the past 500 years, I never once revealed my true form to anyone. But I am in good spirits today, and I have a very good reason. Thanks to you, Crimson King and Adol, my magnum opus is nearly complete.
He's a little boy.
What's this magnum opus?
Anemona. The final piece of my research requires someone very special. You.
I see.
No. Anemona?
Papa. It is you. What?
But I thought he'd be older.
This guy's just a freak.
A messed up freak.
So your memories have returned. It has been too long, Anemona. And of course, I've been watching all of you very closely too.
No way! He's the one who brought Anemona to life?
The big alchemist, doing whatever he wants no matter the consequences.
What is your magnum opus?
It's an accumulation of 500 years of tireless research. And soon, there will be no need for any of you to fight the Grimwald Nox.
Are you saying...
The curse is going to be broken?
The curse? Ah, I understand. That's how Rosvita described it to you. Or rather, Aprilis, as you all know her. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude to you, Crimson King.
What will you do with the real me?
Nothing I haven't done already. You see, Adol, I have everything I need from you now.
What do you mean by that?
There's still much to be done. But you will all see me again. That is, when it's time. Regrettably, I must retire for today.
Please wait, Papa!
Goodbye, Crimson King. Till next time.
He disappeared.
Anyone gonna explain to me what that asshole was talking about? Hell of a person to go and die for, Shadowlord.
Credo.
I can't believe we're just copies of war heroes, made by alchemy.
I don't know what to think.
But
There's so much to take in.
Do you think it's true that we won't have to fight the Grimwald Nox anymore? Either way, it's still too early to celebrate.
Do you know anything about this magnum opus, Anemona?
I am sorry. I cannot recall. But it seems familiar somehow.
there's one thing that we still need to do. We have to retrieve the clones. You should discuss what we're going to do. What about the clones?
That's a good
We
idea.
we're just gonna leave them there?
Should we return to the city? I don't think I can handle any more surprises.
There's not much we can do here. But what should we do about those?
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to leave them here.
No! Can we just break them out, at least? And, like, carry them?
We wouldn't know what to do with them anyways.
Wait, maybe Dad knows what to do.
Oh yeah. Weren't he and Shadowlord partners? Where'd he run off to, anyway?
He's not anywhere in the vicinity.
Yeah.
There's nothing else we can do right now. Let's return to the Dandelion Atoll.
Wait, are we just seriously gonna leave the clones behind? They're gonna use them!
I feel like we got more questions than answers.
Yeah. But I'm happy we rescued Felix at least.
I still find it difficult to fathom that we're homunculi of the ancient heroes.
Yeah, but Adol's not an ancient hero. So why is Adol even needed? That's the question. You only really need to reproduce 4.
You still got your strings tangled. Thought you'd be glad you got your memories back.
It was still a shock, though.
Yes. And perhaps if I had remembered sooner, I would have been of more use.
Adol?
Not again. Your sight grows dim. Your breathing becomes arduous. You're unable to move.
This is just like before.
But why now?
Hang on, Adol. It seems worse this time.
Look, isn't that the same light?
There is no mistaking. It is the light that appeared when
Wait,
Shadow
what?
faded away.
Why?
This can't be happening.
But why? Adol, you can't go!
It's not fair.
This way, Crimson King. Quickly!
Huh? Aprilis.
Aprilis?
How are you here?
It doesn't look like a trick.
Dad? What are you doing here?
You must hurry. There's not much time. Take the Crimson King over to the next room. There's also something I need all of you to do for me.
What the?
What is this place?
There's so many Aprilises!
I can't believe it.
This is the place where Zola first succeeded at making a homunculus.
That's right. You're one too.
The reason Zola turned to alchemy was so he could revive me. So he could revive Saint Rosvita.
What?
Well, why? What's the motive?
I'm sure you all have many questions, but our first priority is saving the Crimson King's life.
We can save him?
What's the deal with him anyway?
Normally, homunculi are born as children. That's why all of you had proper childhood.
That's true.
I wouldn't necessarily call them proper.
But he was an experiment to create an identical adult replica of the original. And because of that, his body is unstable.
If we do nothing, then the Crimson King will disappear forever, just as Shadowlord did.
Isn't there anything we can do?
There's not enough time to create an entirely new body for him. However, there is another way.
You have to use the... How will that work, though? That's what I want to figure. Spoke thus the alchemist. End. It's nice to finally meet you.
It's our first time meeting,
Huh?
but it doesn't feel that way.
What? He's talking.
It's like you and I have been connected all along. You felt it too, haven't you? I envy you for all of your adventures. What a life. The danger. When was the last time you slept in peace? Why keep doing it? Why do you still want to be an adventurer?
Do you even need to ask?
No, I suppose I don't. I know why you'll never change. If you don't light a fire, it'll never go out. If you don't make decisions, you'll never be hurt. But you'll never be deterred. You'll keep going until your last breath escapes you. In you, there lies a hope that guides you, and everyone around you toward their dreams.
There's just so many places I have to see.
Yeah. Just the thought of it gets your heart racing, huh? I have a favor to ask. I wish I could go with you, but I'm afraid I'm running out of time.
No!
Still, I can't let it end here. Adventures are still waiting for us. So I ask you this. Take my power and my soul. Take them with you on your journeys. Adol Kristen.
No! Final chapter. Monstrum Nox. I think we can finish this today. Damn.
You're awake.
Have you been here this whole time?
Yes. It was Dr. Noah's first time performing this procedure, so he cautioned me of its risk. I thought it best to stay and be sure you were all right. Incidentally, I believe this is the first time we've spoken, Adol Kristen.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Then you must be aware of what happened to you.
Adol the Red certainly is perceptive.
Dr. Noah.
The adventurer Adol Kristen and his homunculus, the Crimson King.
I see.
Within you resides both of their soul. To be precise, you were originally one person, and now you've become one again.
Do you feel the Crimson King's consciousness and the power you inherited?
You tell them the pact you made with the Crimson King.
So that's what happened.
A conversation between souls during fusion. That is fascinating indeed.
Dr. Noah is Zola's assistant, but he has since joined our cause. He was the one who fused both of your souls into a single body.
Forgive me, but this was the only way to save the Crimson King's life.
Actually, I can't thank you two enough.
No.
I thought you would be angry with me. You're a very strange young man. He looks to be adjusting well enough. Shall we begin preparations?
Yes, Dr. Noah is right.
Did something happen?
I was planning on telling you after everyone had arrived. And it seems that time has come.
Adol! You're all right!
It's good to see the procedure was a success.
I suppose introductions are in order.
That's right. That makes this the first time we've met. Right, Adol?
Tell them the Crimson King lives on in you, and to treat you as they always have.
I didn't think you could do something like that.
At least I've got something to show for leaving home.
Can't wait to hear all about it.
Long story short, you're the same Adol we've always been friends with. Thank goodness.
Yes. My worries have been assuaged.
You didn't call us just for this welcome back party, did you?
Before I get to it, there is something I need to tell you all. It concerns Zola, the one who created all of us homunculi.
About time you told us who he is, and how you two know each other.
That man... No, the alchemist, Zola, is...
He was a young noble who served Rosvita during the 100 Years' War.
Anemona.
You've regained more memories?
Yes. Some returned when I saw this room.
If Zola served under Rosvita, then they must have known each other a long time.
That reminds me. There was a guy standing next to the saint in that painting. Is that the guy you're talking about? He's just a kid now.
Yes. The 100 Years' War was also a proxy war between the gods. Glia had the blessing of Grimnir. Ratai was blessed by Luki. But the roaring flames of human war eventually ignited the realm of the gods. Divided between the two sides, a war of their own erupted. Ultimately, Grimnir and Luki both fell at the other's hand.
Is this the Twilight of the Gods from the Norse religion?
Yes. Because of that war, the gods that once blessed Glia perished.
That's terrible. Then what is the Grimwald Knock?
You said the gods used the Grimwald Nox to contain and purge the monster.
Even without the gods, the Grimwald Nox still creates monsters from human emotion. So now, it falls on humans to eradicate the monsters born from them. But after the 100 Years' War, many Glians were overcome with grief. The monsters manifested from them could no longer be contained by humans alone.
What happened then?
That is when Zola intervened. After I was executed, he resigned from the military and returned home. He secluded himself and became engrossed in his research to the point of obsession.
To revive Rosvita?
So that was when he began learning alchemy.
But why did he do that?
Thought you were smarter than that, kid.
Papa wanted to revive Rosvita. He respected her as both his commander and the woman he loved. He sold his land and used his inheritance to devote his life to his research. He would often isolate himself in his lab for days at a time without food or rest. The outcome of his blood and tears was...
It was me. I was born from his work.
That's such a sad reason. Yeah, I never would have guessed.
Zola then reappeared from isolation as an alchemist. He proposed a plan to the Glean royal family, who was overwhelmed by the Grimwald Knock.
So that's why...
Only beings of exceptional strength and skill are capable of suppressing the Grimwald Knock. They are doing the gods' work, quite literally after all. Zola's proposal involved the creation of a homunculus army. The Glean royalty, out of time and other options, accepted his proposal.
So an army made by clones.
So that's how he built all of this.
As you know, homunculi are created by replicating existing humans. When the royal family sought candidates in secret, a handful of people volunteered. Yes. The volunteers were my comrades who fought alongside me in the 100 Years' War.
I see.
You are the homunculi of the heroes preserved here in this lab. The homunculi who have been slaying the Lemiris in secret, maintaining peace in Glia.
And centuries of this conflict brought us to today.
Yes. If the homunculi warriors were injured or killed, new ones were created. Zola even transferred his own soul into homunculi in order to continue his research. Then he gave his warriors gifts that bound them to this land.
That explains what the curse is. I had no idea.
Why were we adopted or given to orphanages then? Was that the case for all of our predecessors?
No. Zola and I raised the homunculi ourselves. But 15 years ago, Zola disappeared. Your predecessors had perished, and you were all much too young to fight. That is why I made the decision to suppress the Grimwald Knocks alone.
Hence why your
I
arm.
had no other choice but to entrust you to the people of Balduq.
So you've been fighting alone then?
So then, what has Zola been doing?
Shortly before he left, he said he had discovered a breakthrough in his research. I've no doubt it's the magnum opus he was speaking of, and he's still working on it.
There's one more thing that doesn't add up. Where did you come from? Saint Rosvita was tricked by Bratai's army and burned at the stake. So explain to me how the hell you were created.
Kratos' right. Our bodies were preserved.
Papa can fabricate more than just objects and flesh. He can fabricate human souls as well. I do remember him saying that. My soul was the first prototype that he successfully fabricated, using the doll belonging to Rosvita as a relic. Papa placed my soul into it.
Huh?
I see. Why would he do that?
He did it because fabricating a soul was only the first step.
He needed to put the soul into something I held dear to learn more about my past. From the memories he learned from Anemona and a lock of my hair, I was created.
What?
Now you're telling us he can create people from nothing but memories and hair?
That's a lot of power for one man.
He has too much power.
Right?
Now we know why Aprilis and the rest of us were created. But what about Adol?
He's a special case.
It must have something to do with Zola's magnum opus.
I don't have the answer to that question, but Zola has a deep desire for Adol's copious experience as an adventurer.
Could it be possible that the strange monsters and primordials we have witnessed in the prison were designed based on Adol's past adventures?
I see. That explains it then. That just might be the case. All the familiar monsters I've been fighting were from Adol's
That's
vision.
quite the admirer you've got, Adol.
He's been through a lot of shit he has seen.
I suspected that was the case. And if Adol says so,
Especially
then it
that
must
worm
be.
boss too.
I'm worried.
Worried about what?
Isn't there anything we can do to stop Zola?
There are many things I need to ask him, but nobody knows where he is. There's also the matter of a certain event that's about to happen.
And What's that?
Balduke will soon be hosting its Victory Day festival for the 100 Years' War.
There's gonna be a festival.
You mean...
Yeah. It's too bad we won't be able to enjoy it worry-free.
It is an annual festival celebrating the reclamation of Balduke.
About that time of year again, huh?
Yeah, I suppose we were too busy to remember. But what does the festival have to do with anything?
The scars left by the 100 Years' War still run deep through this land. Once every year, the Grimwald Nox becomes the more dangerous ultimate Grimwald Nox.
Ultimate?
Even more dangerous?
You mean...
Now that is a celebration I can get behind.
You mean the raids that I've been doing is gonna get a lot more harder than here? Fuck! I struggle with the second hard gauntlet, but jeez.
Victory Day is in 3 days.
We do not have much time.
Zola is a threat, but the ultimate Grimwald Nox is a more immediate concern. Before that time comes, you should all take this chance to return to the city and rest.
I think I'll do that. I'm exhausted, mentally and physically.
Yeah, we've all been through a lot.
I could use a night to let this all sink in.
I will investigate the Grimwald Nox and Zola's whereabouts. You'll hear from me if I discover anything. Until then, rest well.
What, Darius? What? They forgot about Darius. What is he doing? With that, and none of the others decide to leave the prison in the city for the time being. The exhausted monsters needed time both to rest and reflect upon the truth they had discovered about themselves. Bonfire was lit in the city to celebrate the coming festivities, and the streets were bound with a lively vigor. In an effort to ease citizens' concerns over the night's revolt, many Roman soldiers were assigned to assist with preparations. 3 days came and went, and before long, Balduke was ushering in the start of the Victory Day festival. Yet even then, there was still no word from Aprilis. The hell are we supposed to do now? Victory Day Festival has now arrived. Did something happen to Aprilis? I don't know, but she's never this late. Yeah, she puts a stoic facade while she's working herself to the bone. Dad might know where she is. Where is Dr. Noah at the present? Your guess is as good as mine. Wait around ain't my style. Oh, it appears that you're all here. Parks? Looks like our warden friend pulled through. Things are quieted down outside. The knights revolting and all, things could have gone out of hand quick. It is times like these when festivals are most propitious. Doki and I went for a little stroll and observed high spirits all across the city. I must confess that I reassessed my opinion of our dear warden. Really? I guess he is a hard worker. I still can't go over the fact that I couldn't tell that you weren't the real at all. Who would have thought you were homunculus the whole time? I had no idea myself. Every time something like this happens, I'll convince myself I'll never be surprised again. And lo and behold, you found a way of surprising me. Adel must have been a homunculus by the time I first met him. Speaking of which, I looked into the man named Marius you informed me about. I was very pleased to learn that he was indeed a friend I've been searching for. But... wow, good for you, Parks. He's with Adel in the prison, right? Yes, but unfortunately, our current situation curtails me from going to see him. That is so. It is of great importance that our objective is successful. Does that mean you're leaving? I will never do something to Churros as leave without paying my debt. Or I wouldn't miss witnessing you all save the city for the world. You, don't scare us like that. Well, I still haven't heard from Aprilis yet. Why don't they take a break around the city? A break? Hey, that's a good idea. This whole city is looking about right now. It's worth taking a look at all. So there's nothing to be gained by waiting around here. I do not object. Also, the bulletin board looks like it's going to be filling up again. You could kill 2 birds with 1 stone and get some requests out of the way too. Alright, then let's quit kicking our heels and get going already. New quests are on the bulletin board. Oh, Edo, an urgent request came in. It's on the bulletin board. Can you have a look before you go in, alright? Well, someone joined the crew while you were out. Why don't you say hello? Add on the Crimson King kind items have been consolidated. Orbital sounds. Orbital souls, actually. Principal Whip. Damn. They are the same person after all. It sucks that we have to say goodbye, but it is what it is. Okay. I think we got ourselves what we need to do. Looks like we can't skip travel to areas. Alright, guys. That has enough East 9 for today. So next time on East 9 Monstrum Night Lux, we're gonna be doing the final chapter, and hopefully do a lot of side quests, and actually get some final like bonding stuff with like people. So I guess I'll see you guys all next time.